Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Stories. First one is from Wollo. Wollo Fano issued a statement last night. It was being rumored that Wollo Fano was in negotiations with the federal government of Ethiopia. Secondly, Somaliland's Foreign Minister Dr. Isa Kaid is in Addis Ababa. We have been hearing unconfirmed reports that Dr. Isa was in Addis Ababa to finalize the agreement with Ethiopia. Agreement about access to sea, about recognition of Somaliland as a country. So, what was the agenda of this visit of Dr. Isa Kaid while he was in Addis Ababa? Let's start, viewers, from the Amhara region. By the way, the humanitarian aspect of this conflict is being less covered by mainstream media, by Ethiopian national media. Fano groups of Fano-backed sources only talk about military gains, territorial gains of Fano fighters. But the humanitarian cost is immense. I'll do a separate video, full video on that in coming days because people are dying for different reasons, and the main reason is the instability in the Amhara region. Wollo Fano issued a statement last night. It was being rumored that Wollo Fano is in secret negotiations with the federal government of Ethiopia and with regional government of the Amhara region. Wollo Fano is led by Mere Wodajo. His deputy is Colonel Fantahun. Colonel Fantahun Muhabao. It was being rumored that Fantahun and Mirabudjo were not on good terms. They had developed some differences. And one group of Fano, Wollo Fano, was in talks with the federal government of Ethiopia. Wollo Fano rejected these rumors last night. It said that no negotiations are ongoing with the government. Then it claimed, the Wollo Fano, that the government of Prosperity Party of Abiy is about to collapse. It's collapsing. Now it is trying to cover up its losses by claiming that it is in talks with Fano. Wollo Fano is not negotiating on any level with the federal government of Ethiopia. It further added that Fano is fighting for self-defense, Amhara people in danger. As long as this government is in power, Amhara people will remain in danger. Atrocities will continue. So there's no point in talking to this government. The position of Wollo Fano is not new. This is the same position taken by other Fano groups too. Almost all major Fano groups say no talks with the government. Only Skandar once backed the idea of talks, but he faced so much criticism that he withdrew. He said no, Fano groups will meet and then we'll decide what to do. And Taframamu, a few days ago, again, clearly said, he said no talks at this point of time. Right now, Fano is organizing itself. It is trying to organize on regional level. So right now, Fano is not considering any negotiations with the government. So the efforts of peaceful solution are not producing any results. A regional Amhara Peace Council was formed a few weeks ago. Even that Peace Council could not do anything. It issued statements saying that Fano was not united and government was not sincere. It had not made any significant moves to back its position that it wants talks. And then the start of the latest offensive against Fano is a proof that this time the government wants to crush Fano militarily to don't strikes through brutal use of force. Let's see, can Fano repel this offensive? Can Fano survive? Uh, Can Fano group survive? That remains to be seen. Secondly, we got Somaliland foreign minister. He was in Addis Ababa yesterday. Videos are in circulation showing Dr. Isa Kaid in Addis. It was being rumored, by the way, that Dr. Isa or Musbi Abdi would visit Ethiopia and final agreement will be signed by Ethiopian Somaliland, which is not very likely now. Why? Because next month election is due to be held in Somaliland. 13th of November is election date. New government will take over. New president will take over there. I don't think now Ethiopia will sign the agreement. Ethiopia will wait for the next government to take office in Somaliland. Dr. Isa Kaid came to Ethiopia. That led to start of rumors as if he was here to finalize some agreement with Ethiopia. But now videos are in circulation showing Dr. Isa Kaid laying the foundation stone for the building of Somaliland's embassy in Addis Ababa. Ethiopian government has given the land to Somaliland for building an embassy. Can Somaliland build an embassy in a country? Because it's not a country. Somaliland is not a country. It calls itself Republic of Somaliland. It claims to be a country. It has no international recognition. But its embassy is going to be built in Ethiopia. Another indication that Ethiopia could recognize Somaliland as a country. Dr. Isa Kaid was seen with the officials of Somaliland's diplomatic mission in Ethiopia. Some African Union officials are also seen there. Ethiopia-Somaliland relations still very cordial, though Musavi Abdi tried to convince Ethiopia to implement the MOU as early as possible, especially after January. Somaliland put pressure upon Ethiopia to implement the MOU. Ethiopia dragged its feet. Why? Because of pressure from Somalia, pressure from other countries, pressure from international community. Ethiopia delayed the implementation. Now, no one knows when the final agreement will be signed with Ethiopia's Somaliland. Maybe Ethiopia is waiting for the next government. Maybe it is waiting for third round of talks with Somalia. Could be held in Turkey in the next few days. No one really knows what Ethiopian plan is. When will Ethiopia sign final agreement with Somaliland? And what will next government of Somaliland do if Abdirahman replaces Musa Abdi there? Will Abdirahman government commit to the MOU signed by Musa Abdi? This question will be answered next month. Watch.